Yo, what's up, y'all? Freightliner Trucker Ty here, and today we're gonna take a look at GoFundMe to see about helping some truck drivers. Now, if you don't know what GoFundMe is, it's a website where people around the world can donate money to you to whatever your cause is. And we're going to start with looking at a few profiles. Alright, the first one is Help My Dad. Bob Sinclair lost everything in a fire. Because, well, a lot of people don't understand, truck drivers get looked at as being rich, but a lot of fucking truck drivers out there are not rich. They're not doing well. They're living paycheck to paycheck, like somebody working at McDonald's or Walmart. And let's see if we can, I'm gonna read a little bit of this just to get a gist of it. Alright, it says, hello everyone, my name is Haley Sinclair, daughter of Bob Sinclair, who was a long haul truck driver. On Sunday night around 11 p.m. my mother received the scariest phone call in the world, a call you never want to receive when your dad works up north on the ice roads and out of cell service range most of the time. As soon as my mom answered, I knew it wasn't good news. Her tone sounded like someone died. Thankfully, he is alive and back at home, recovering from his injuries, and it may take a month or two before he is all better. Okay, so look like the gist of it is he was in a wreck, truck caught on fire, and looked like it was cold as hell outside too. This was put up April 10th, 2020. Goal was 10,000. Only made $2,965 so far. Alright, let's go to the next one. Essential worker needs help keeping food on your table. Okay. It says Tracy Martinez is an owner operator, which is over the road trucker, and is someone that deserves and needs this help. Tracy has worked day and night in delivering every and all essential items that help everyone kept afloat during these times of 2020. He hauls not just toilet paper, but but the food that you get from the grocery store to be able to feed families. Tracy was involved in an accident where wind conditions caused a dust storm and made it an 50-50 chance to see. As he was attempting to get off the highway, there was another tractor trailer that thought he was on the shoulder and wasn't. Tracy is in critical condition, but still has a long road ahead for recovery, driving in his livelihood for his family, and he will be out for an unknown time. He is currently in surgery with broken ribs and collapsed lung. Damn. Okay, this was put up November 15, 2020. The goal was $100,000, only $3,765. And here's the thing, you never want to drive in those kind of conditions, period. And a lot of drivers get fucked up either over health issues or natural causes issues, like natural weather conditions, or just other stupid drivers can cause you to lose your career. You want to always play it safe. Let's go to the next one. Bonafide Truck Fund. Okay. Says Sean and April Carter are great people with a large family. Sean is a truck driver. While in South Carolina, Sean's truck experienced mechanical issues. After several weeks and thousands of dollars, it still isn't working. Sean spent 2 weeks and a lot of money in a hotel while waiting on his truck to get fixed. Currently, he is having to drive for his previous employer, making less income and still having to get his truck repaired. Alright, this was put up July 5th, 2020. The goal was $5,000. Only $1,550 was put up so far. Well, first of all, it's crazy how truck drivers on GoFundMe get the littlest of help compared to other causes I've seen up here, where people have met ridiculous amounts of goals for like simple things like buying a car or getting a bicycle. Like I seen one on here, a guy wanted like $3,000 to buy a car and they gave him like $7,000. One guy wanted a bike and they gave him like $1,500. But when it comes to a trucker, most people don't give a fuck. But in this situation, is like I always tell y'all, when you become an owner operator, you want to be able to have a backup plan for any financial emergency. Don't become an owner operator if you don't have a backup plan for if your engine goes out, or if your DEF or regen fucks up. Just your DEF and regen going out can be anywhere from 3 to 15 grand. Your engine going out is anywhere from 20 to 40 grand to buy a new engine, and then just to rebuild the engine is anywhere from like $5,000 to $15,000. You want to be able to support yourself. You want to be able to have a backup plan for yourself, to be able to dip into your own funds or finances or resources. I tell people to have credit cards on hand and build your credit cards up after a time, especially like the cash rewards credit cards, because they tend to give you more money up front on those cards when you apply for them, and specifically through the bank. So let's go to the next one. Trucker with cancer needs help. Okay. Oh shit. Says Dean Hillman is an independent owner-operator truck driver with over 30 years experience with a million-mile certificate from Caterpillar. They do that? They give you a certificate at Caterpillar for that? Huh. Those of you who know Dean know that a hard worker he is and how meticulous he is about his equipment and his work. And if you know him, you also know how ready and willing he is to help others. However, the tables have turned and Dean is the one who needs help. He was recently diagnosed with cancer of the esophagus and is currently undergoing treatment, leaving him unable to work during the course of treatment. Okay, let's see. This was put up June 16th, 2018. And the goal was $100,000, and he only made $8,065 so far. And like I told you, health is one of the bigger reasons why truck drivers get put out of business. I cannot stress this enough. Especially with cancer and kidney dialysis and all kind of and stuff like that, tend to take drivers out. Drivers tend to eat very unhealthy. Like, eating healthy isn't normally in a truck driver's diet, but it has to be, because you're out here on the road, you're not moving a lot, you're sitting down 11-12 hours a day. You can't just be eating junk food all fucking day, because sugar is what fuels stuff like cancer, which will only make your cancer even more stronger. Alright, going to the next one. Says Sergi's medical fund. Alright. Says on December 13th, 2017, truck driver Sergi Clemen got into a serious accident in Ohio. He is in coma right now, and one of his legs got already amputated. Damn. He has a long rehabilitation period ahead, and his life will never be the same again. He is the only breadwinner in the family, and his wife, Alina Clemina and little daughter are left without financial support. Alright. This was put up December 15, 2017. The goal was $300,000, and they came up with $27,605. Now, $300,000, that must be the money to cover the entire house, or the rest of the house, all the bills, any debt, and must be the medical bills as well. And see, another thing is, people come out here and they want to make all this money as truck drivers, but they don't consider that they can lose their career any day of the week, and all it takes is one dumbass guy who could be drinking and driving or swerving or not paying attention, could hit your truck, ram you off the road, or anything. You can, like, this shit is really something else out here when you're a truck driver. And then when something goes wrong, they always want to blame the driver first. The driver is normally always blamed first, and he has to fight to prove that he's innocent. Just to give you an example, if a truck driver pulls on the side of the road and goes to sleep, if a drunk driver runs and hits him from behind and goes to the hospital or dies, the truck driver is automatically blamed for that, unless he has a good ass fucking reason why he was parked on the side of the road. Alright, the next one says Mark A. Bradford, stage 4 kidney cancer. Says, my name is Beverly Jackson, and I am starting this GoFundMe campaign to raise money for my beautiful nephew Mark Anthony Bradford, who is battling stage 4 kidney cancer. Mark is caring, compassionate, generous, loving person. I know Mark is the nucleus of our family. He is constantly checking on family members and friends to ensure everything is okay. Mark is a seasoned truck driver, and he loves driving those 18-wheelers. This was put up February 2nd, 2021. The goal was $10,000. They've gotten up $5,017 so far. And this is just another case of unhealthy truck drivers. And stuff like this can be beaten. Cancer can be beaten easily. CBD came from a guy that had cancer, and he created CBD because the medical industry he took the information to pretty much told him he was a quack, because why would they cure cancer? It's too much of a money maker, and it's tax-free money. So you basically have to learn about your own body yourself. You have to learn to keep yourself out of situations where you will even get cancer in the first place. Eating healthy, alkaline foods, Brazil nuts, cherries with seeds, fresh cherries, blackberries, blueberries, mangoes, coconuts, I forget, raspberries, and I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh yeah, grapes with seeds, lettuce, all that stuff. You don't want to go to the truck stop every day to get dinner. You don't want to eat 3 big ass meals 4 times a day. All right, let's go to the next one. Help keep Billy trucking. Okay. Our friend Billy Yates is a truck driver, so he's used to going where the road takes him. Recently, his road has taken him to a fight. Billy was first diagnosed with and fought multiple myeloma in 2012. Although Billy was in remission for several years, he's recently found out his cancer has returned. Now Billy is getting ready to fight another battle. This was put up March 23rd, 2018. The goal was $5,000. Only $3,110 was put up so far. Another unhealthy driver. And he actually looks like he's in shape too, so he probably just has a poor diet while trucking. Because most people don't realize they tend to have bad feet and stuff like that from eating a lot of sweets and just sitting down driving all day. uh, a lot of truck drivers suffer from health issues, and that's why it's a stereotype that the majority of truck drivers are fat, sloppy looking, and just unhealthy, because a lot of them are. They don't exercise a lot like that. When I first started driving trucks, I realized that every time I go to the truck stops, I would go in the weight room. There was never a truck driver in the exercise room. It was almost like the exercise room was never used. I used to go there to escape from other truck drivers, because I knew that if I couldn't get no peace and quiet out of anywhere else in that truck stop, the weight room will always be empty. I've never seen a truck driver in the weight room. Alright, let's go to the next one. Tim's Medical Relief Fund. For 30 years, my father-in-law Tim House has been a truck driver. He has delivered supplies through storms and even has been helping to keep America on its feet throughout COVID-19. He has been battling congestive heart failure, and yet with this diagnosis, he has continued to support his family driving trucks. Okay, and this was put up since June 28, 2020. The goal was $1,500, and they've only got up $530 so far. And like I told you, man, nobody gives a fuck about truck drivers on GoFundMe, and it's sad, because from what I can tell from a bunch of profiles I've looked at outside of like truck drivers profiles, most people meet their goals if they have a really good picture, a really good story, and a really low goal, like say 10,000 and below. Most people seem to meet their goals within a year on here. But a truck driver with congestive heart failure, who wants to work all the way up until he can't work anymore just to provide for his family, only gets $530 in like 2-3 years. What time that was? 2020, June 2020. So it's a couple more months from June now. So in a year he couldn't even make his goal, because people just don't care, man. That's a lot of things. Like, truck drivers get harassed on the road for being in the way. People treat us like we're annoying and shit. We're really out here, we're, like the other post said, we're supplying people with everything they need: the cars they're driving, the foods they're eating, the clothes they're wearing. But at the end of the day, nobody gives a fuck about truck drivers. I mean, we get driver appreciation at the truck stops at the same time while they're charging us to park in reserved parking spots at the truck stop, and the truck stop will probably be at least 30 to 45% reserved parking, and that's normally $15 to $20 a day. All right, next profile. Come on, get the fuck off. Okay, help a truck driver. It says, hello, everybody is going to go for a driver who had a stroke in his truck here a while back. He's having a hard time being able to pay his bills and pay for medication. He needs to heal. We're asking for help, and as God blesses you to bless this driver, we really appreciate everything. So he had a stroke. All right. This was up since October 6, 2020. The goal was $6,000, and they've only raised $355. And it's sad to hear story after story after story of this, where it's health, it's an accident, or it's health. that are ending these drivers' careers. And this is why I tell people, man, you don't want to be that driver who works 15, 20, 25, 30 years and you don't even have the money to back up your health, or if you can't just work at any given minute, and you want to be able to have enough money to where you can support yourself without a job for at least 6 months to a year. Because if any medical issue happens, guarantee you're going to be out for a while, like a stroke, heart attack, because you have to take a physical every 3 months to 2 years, depending on how long yours is. And if you don't pass, you won't be working. All right, let's go to the next one, and this is the last one. Tragic accident, Gulzar Singh, truck driver. And this says, we are very saddened to tell you that Gulzar Singh, age 47, a Gur Sikh truck driver from Arcadia, died in a tragic truck accident on February 24th, 2021 in Tennessee on I-40 East. Looked like he had a wife and 2 sons back in India, and this is why he came to the States, to provide for them. Okay, this was put up March 9th, 2021. The goal was $50,000, and they've only came up with $8,065 so far. Nobody cares about truck drivers, man. This shit is crazy. Yeah, another case of a terror. They didn't go into any details on how the accident happened, but I'm pretty sure somebody hit him or ran off the road, or it might have been another truck driver. And this is why, and what I want y'all to learn from this is, stay healthy, have a backup plan. Have a backup plan for driving safe. Have a backup plan for paying your bills if you all of a sudden lose your job. Have a backup plan for being healthy. What I tell a lot of young people today is, even though you're out of school, you're out of high school, or you're out of college, never stop learning about life. Never stop learning about your own body, how it works. Never stop learning about food. Never stop learning about mechanics, how cars work. Never stop learning about medicine. Never stop learning about everything. Keep learning as much as you possibly can about everything. But it is sad, none of these guys met their goals. But if you go through different random profiles on GoFundMe, you will see people with less major issues than health, death, or trucking accident where somebody's limb got amputated. They've gotten their goal in a few months. Not only that, have surpassed their goal for buying a car or a fucking bicycle. But the truck driver who's in the accident has his limbs removed or died, can't get no support to reach his goal. And that's sad. What I'm going to do is I'm going to donate. I'm either going to donate $50 to 6 of these profiles, or I'm going to donate $100 to 3 of them. I'm not sure yet, but I'm going to donate something. And y'all stay safe out there, and always remember, speed, time, distance.